It is 6 o'clock and we are coming to you live in your homes on YouTube. This is not how we envisioned our back to school night for the year 2020. I remember welcoming our current seniors and talking about coming in for the graduating class of 2021. And if you had told me that their senior year we'd be starting with a virtual back to school night, I would not have believed you. But here we are. We are excited to welcome everyone online. We've got a great night ahead with our back to school. You're gonna get to see pre-recorded videos of all of your child's teachers, and they're gonna be really diving into what it's gonna look like this year with distance learning, both asynchronously, which is not live, and synchronous learning, distant learning, which is live. But we've got a great panel here with us tonight. And so I want to make sure we do some introductions. To start, I want to make sure you know who your admin team is, but this is your admin team. My name is Travis Bell. I'm the principal here. This is actually my 5th year as principal, my 9th year overall here at Akulanis High School. And this is the family. I've got 3 kids, and I thought I would share for you, 2 of them are actually doing their own distance learning. So the one on the left there, that is my oldest. She is starting 1st grade. The year she is gonna learn how to read. She just read to me last night an Elephant and Piggy book by Mo Willems. And so that's her trying to do some distance learning on day 1 of school. And then on the right, still in her pajamas, drinking some chocolate milk, is my TKer who is doing TK distant learning. The video that followed after my wife took this was her getting the Wiggles out, which is what her class did on day 1 of school, which maybe you experienced with your high schooler as well. I want to turn it over to Mr. Plant to introduce himself as one of our associate principals.
Sure, thank you, Travis. My name is Mike Plant. This is my 3rd year of being an associate principal here at Akulanis, and it continues to be a delight. Although I miss everybody like crazy. There's a little snapshot of my life here. I like my family, I like shoes, I like sports, and I have been ecstatic to be an associate principal here. I was in the classroom for about 20 years teaching math, and I enjoyed that. I spent 20 years boring the heck out of kids, but I enjoyed it, and I realized a few years ago that I wanted to, be of service beyond the classroom, and that's essentially what this job is. It's a great place to work here. I'm surrounded by staff who, especially right now, are showing a tremendous amount of creativity and endeavor. I enjoy the students very much, especially right now, the resilience, the dedication they're showing, and also the fun that they bring. Although, I really miss that. I really miss them. Our community is so supportive, and I've been met in my years here with such kindness and grace by the community. I really appreciate that. So I'm over the second half of the alphabet, M through Z. I'm over textbooks, which is a lot right now. I'm over technology. I'm over a bunch of other stuff. I love my job. Go Dons. Thank you, Travis.
Yeah, and now I want to turn it over to Andrea Powers, our other associate principal.
Well, hello there. Hi, everyone. My name is Andrea Powers, and this is my 3rd year here at Akulanis High School. I come to Akulanis, before Akulanis, I was a teacher for 13 years. I taught social studies, and I was a student government teacher for 13 years at Monte Vista High School. Happy to be here. I can't believe it's been 3 years, and we are ecstatic as an admin team to be together again for our 3rd year. I primarily work with A through L, which is my alpha. I'm over athletics, student activities, facility, safety, Dawn's Day. Some of the departments I work with are social science, VAPA, PE, and CTE. The best part of my job right now is working with the amazing Akulanis team, and that includes our staff, our students, and our community. I just appreciate all of you. Just a quick shot of my family here. We are doing distance learning as well, and we are in 1st grade and we are in 3rd grade, all on the computer. And of course, our dog Norman, and just our family shot. We we definitely bleed blue now, and go Dons.
Yeah. I want to make sure you know who some other important people are on our campus. This is our counseling team. Many of you, I'm sure, have already met your counselor, hopefully. But Ann Schonauer is on the far right in the blue. Christine Todd with the floral shirt there. Christine is last name's EL through KR. Marissa Meadows next to Christine is KU through ROS. And then on the left is Susan Martin, ROT through Z. They're a wonderful and dynamic team who work closely together, and we'll be excited to support your student with whatever your child needs. Just some other important introductions. Alan Choi and Casey Sassner help oversee our wellness center, and you can watch our most recent Don's Dialogue to get some insight into how our wellness center is working during distance learning, 100% funded by Lafayette Partners in Education, so thanks for making that happen. Devorah Citron is our school nurse, who you might have received some communications from as well. Jill Perlman and Tina Goldberg are in our attendance office, and if you ever need to excuse an absence or if a child doesn't show up for a Zoom class, you'll be hearing from them. Emily Finn is our school registrar, works in the counseling office. Many of you went through her as you went through your registration process here at Akulanis High School. Hannah Welling is our testing coordinator. Wendy Riker is our College and Career Center advisor. And then Joyce Larson is my assistant, and sometimes communications from the school come from her desk as well. So these are some names that you might experience or see along your journey here at Akulanis High School. We also have some pretty amazing and impressive parent volunteers who oversee our parent organizations. And so I do want to spend a few minutes tonight to allow you an opportunity to meet them and hear a little bit about what they bring to Akulanis High School. So to start, we have Jennifer Palmer, who is here representing Alpine. And Jennifer, I'm going to go to this next slide here because I believe you want me to play this video first, right? Yeah? Okay, here we go.
Yes, please.
Okay, great.
Good evening. I wish I were in person to introduce myself. I'm Jennifer Martell, the president of Alpine for the 2020-21 school year. This is a year like no other, and Alpine is proud to be an agile organization that will meet the ever-changing needs of Akulanis students. California funding on education is inadequate. We are fortunate to live in a community that takes action. By supporting Alpine, our Lafayette Education Foundation, you are part of the solution. Alpine has always been a critical piece for our ability to offer high-quality education. Their funding will remain critical this year, even in a distance learning environment. We simply couldn't offer the array of electives and support services without Alpine's generous support of Akulanis High School. Whether our students are at home, in school, or a combination of both, Alpine is committed to maximizing the use of your donations. For example, these donations fund technology. All Akulanis students receive a Chromebook. They fund wellness. The Wellness Center is virtually available to students. And they fund class sections. Donations are used to ensure that more class sections exist in all departments to expand learning opportunities. Alpine provides funding in all departments at Akulanis. Alpine also commits to operate through a lens of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We will continue to support the district's initiatives in this area and to fund much more. Your Alpine donations will be put to work every day. For the past 40 years, we have come together to keep our Lafayette schools great by funding positions, programs, and supplies that would otherwise go unfunded. This year is no different. Our ask is for $1,000 per student to help us reach our ambitious fundraising goal of $4.3 million. If you are unable to donate this amount, please give a gift that is meaningful to your family. 100% participation is very important. We believe our community will rise to the occasion to support our students, teachers, and schools in this unsettled environment. If you have questions about Alpine, please reach out to your Akulanis Alpine representatives, Laura K. Rorka and Jennifer Palmer, or contact us at office@alpine.org. Thank you for helping to keep our schools exceptional. On behalf of Alpine, we wish you a wonderful year at Akulanis.
And hello, I'm Jennifer Palmer, and I'm your Alpine representative along with Laura K. Orca, and I'm here live tonight. And I have twin girls who are freshmen this year, so I'm new to all things Akulanis. like many of you freshman parents or new families on the call tonight. I've been involved with Alpine for many years, including as a board member representing other Lafayette schools and our Alpine business sponsors. If you're like many parents this fall wondering why you would give money or support Alpine at Akulanis when your students are home learning online, you are not alone. I can assure you Alpine is still here funding your student in many ways, as Jennifer discussed in the video. I was amazed and impressed when I got to Akulanis and how much Alpine funds Akulanis through all of your donations. Just for the example of technology, including all the Chromebook laptops that are given to every student, as well as the Wellness Center, which now includes virtual counseling and support, something every high schooler may want or need in this challenging year. All subjects and class offerings are touched by Alpine in some way. And there's many ways you as a parent can support Alpine here at Akulanis and ensure that your students continue to receive all of this, not only through funding participation, no matter the amount you can give, but also volunteering throughout the year. So if you have any questions about Alpine, about what we're doing here at Akulanis this year, or you want to get involved with Alpine, even to give us new ideas, please reach out to myself or Laura Kate. And our contact information is on both the Akulanis Parents Club website and the Alpine website. And thanks so much for your support.
Jennifer, thanks so much. Really appreciate you being here tonight, and a huge thank you for all Alpine does to help us stay, to keep a high quality and robust education experience for our students, whether we're in person or in distance learning. So thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Angela Ketchum and Kristen LeBrosse, who are our co-presidents for Akulanis Parents Club.
Hey, good evening. My name is Angela Ketchum, and my co-president, Kristen LeBrosse, and I are excited to welcome you to this school year. We have been working hard this summer with our executive team and our committee chairs to be ready to support the school in whatever way we can. We thought we'd just take a minute to tell you a little bit about what Akulanis Parents Club does. Our primary role is to support the programs here when we are partnered with the administration to support these well-rounded programs throughout the school. Peer tutoring is one of our programs that we're really proud of. It's free to all Akulani students, and it's something that we fund wholly. We also have an active and engaged college and career center, which provides guidance and support to all of our students. We focus on campus enhancements, and this year, one of our focuses was equipment for outdoor classrooms. So we're proud to be able to offer that. We also provide funding for both parent education as well as staff and teacher professional development. And as Akulanis Parents Club, we're also very proud to partner and support the Akulanis Community Always program to help promote community spirit.
So in addition to all of the important APC programs that Angela just mentioned, I feel like one of the most valuable things APC does is provide you as parents a connection to Akulanis, as well as keep you up to date in what's happening at school. So there's several ways that APC keeps you plugged into Akulanis. Our Parent Education Committee schedules seminars throughout the year, with the first one just a few weeks away in September. Additionally, we have a fantastic Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, which just on Tuesday held its first forum to share the important work that it's been doing all summer. And they have 2 more events scheduled immediately in the next month. So the last Friday was also our first Dawn's Dialogue with Principal Bell, and we'll continue to host those forums every month so you can get a first-hand look from the administration and staff, as well as student leadership, to hear about the important things that are going on campus. And last but not least, we publish a weekly newsletter that gives you updates not only about what's going on school-wide, but also includes individual sections where you can read about events specific to your interests as well as your student's class, and hear updates from your student class liaisons. So we recognize that none of this would be possible without your donations. So if you have donated, a heartfelt thank you. If you would still like to donate, or you want to subscribe to our newsletter, you can do both of those things on our website at akulaniparentsclub.com. And you will also find there contact information for both Angela and myself. And we were always open to suggestions, and we would love to hear from you throughout the year. So on behalf of Angela and myself and all of APC, thank you so much for making the start of this year really special, and we look forward to a great year.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Angela. We love partnering with Akulanis Parents Club and are so appreciative of all they bring to our campus, both in the support and the spirit that they bring. So thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Dan Mead, who is joining us tonight as a panelist to represent Akulanis Athletic Boosters, another great way to get involved and connected on our campus.
Hi, thank you, Travis. It's Dan Mead. Myself and Jim Burley are the co-presidents of Akulanis Boosters. We're very proud of our athletic department here at Akulanis. We've had some amazing success, not just with wins and losses, but with participation and engagement by the community. So we really have a lot of momentum over the last few years, and really excited despite this hiccup. We will be getting started in December. Hopefully that is an outside date, but in the meantime, we have a lot of our programs doing summer camps and on campus working on their sport. Basically at public schools like Akulanis, outside of facilities, athletics are 100% funded by parents. Boosters is the organization that raises money to support all the sports at Akulanis, and we have a large opportunity set for boys and girls. Our job is to create as much of an opportunity as possible for those who choose to participate. We want to support those athletes and coaches with equipment, whether it be for their, during their competition or their practices, safety, all that stuff. We have some specific things we fund at the school, including our full-time athletic trainer, Chris Clark, who's absolutely fantastic and is present at pretty much all home competitions. We have a program-wide strength and conditioning program for those who choose to participate there, that's led by Coach Matt Ward. We have done a number of capital projects on campus, including the middle field, which is the grass area between the football field and the softball field, which gets a lot of use and is a great space for our kids to work on their stuff. And we've done some scoreboards, some lighting, some other places where we can help that way as well. How do we raise money? The main way is we sell memberships. You probably saw during registration the opportunity to join at certain levels. We have a raffle each year, and we'll start when the competition starts. We sell sponsorships. We do some advertising. We hold a big party in the spring, which is an absolute blast, which unfortunately was all teed up and was canceled this year. So we're looking forward to doing that next year. We're hoping to have some sort of kickoff event around December when people get back, and our dream is to have everyone healthy and back in person so we can have some sort of a social event there. The best way to get involved in boosters is to first make sure you buy a membership, and we've sold a lot of them already, and we have a really great consistent membership. But you can do that by going to our website, which is www.akulanisboosters.com. There's different levels to donate, and we very much appreciate that support. And also there's a button to join our mailing list. So you'll get our daily update. Once things kind of get started, you'll get a daily email with highlights from certain teams and things like that, which is an exciting way to promote engagement with our kids. That is it. Thank you very much, and go Dons.
Absolutely. Always go Dons. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate you being here tonight. And now I'm going to turn it over to Pauline Prophet, who will share with us about Akulanis Performing Arts Boosters.
Hi there. Thanks, Travis. Hi, everyone. I'm Polly Prophet. I am the Instrumental Music Boosters Chair and part of Akulanis Performing Arts Boosters team, better known as APAB. Right off the bat, we are really happy to confirm that the show will go on for our performing arts students. Performances will happen in some format during distance learning. So please stay tuned for announcements as the different groups firm up their plans. So APAB exists to champion and support performing arts at Akulanis. We are a parent-led group with individual boards for choral, drama, and instrumental music. We work together to support the outside the classroom performing arts activities and events. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Alpine for their in-class support. Their funding makes a huge difference for us, so thank you. So what does outside the classroom support look like? I'll run through a few of the things that we do to support each discipline, starting with drama. If you could forward the slide, Travis, thank you. So APAB's Drama Boosters help support our theater students by providing funding for costumes and props and publicity materials for the fall and spring productions, in addition to crucial volunteer support for the show operations, all the behind the scenes stuff, concessions, rehearsals, stuff like that. Moving on to Choral. Choral Boosters provide support for transportation to festivals, scholarships for choral tours and workshops, and also logistical support for the choral concerts, similar to drama. And then moving on to instrumental music. The Music Boosters Board provides excuse me, support for all of our fall, winter, and spring performances, as well as the many music festivals that all our groups attend, honor ensembles, pep band, chamber ensembles, and many other community events too. Instrumental actually has its own website, akulanisinstrumentalmusic.com, if you want more information on that. So to sum it up, we do our best to help our fabulous faculty, which we are so fortunate to have, provide our students with the best opportunities and education possible related to performing arts. And on that note, we are thrilled to announce that we reached our $31,000 goal to upgrade the stage lighting for the Performing Arts Center. This lighting will not only enhance the performances and all the other events that happen there, but it also will allow for state-of-the-art stagecraft education. So many thanks from APAB go out to our community to make that happen, including APC. Thank you so much for the grant, and also Alpine. We can't wait to have the system installed and to be able to use it. I hope sooner rather than later, we'll see. Last but not least, I want to make sure everyone knows that we welcome parents to our group. We need you. We have openings on the board, and if you're a parent who is interested, and you don't even need a performing arts student, anyone is welcome to join. It's fun and not a heavy lift to be part of our group. You can find our email address on the APC newsletter. We've got a section, and also on our website. So thank you so much, and go Dons.
Polly, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here. And I would just echo that. All four of these parent organizations have boards and people behind the scenes that are really helping to make things happen. And it really is, as a parent, one of the primary ways that you can get involved here at Akulanis and in your child's education and share in that school experience. I know currently for my little TKer and first grader, it's like putting together glue packets for like glitter that they're going to do on their campus. This is so much more than that. This is actually an opportunity to be on campus, be involved, and help support some of these amazing events that happen. I also just want to echo that one of the things, there's so many things I miss about having students on our campus, but my office happens to be just a corridor down from our performing arts classrooms, both choir and instrumental music, and I miss the sound coming down the hall from our students playing. Typically at our back to school night, we would have had the jazz band playing as you walked in, and possibly other performances from students, and it's very sad to not have that tonight. But it really is a high caliber and quality program, and that happens because of the support from our community, Alpine, and APAB. So thank you so much. Every year at our back to school night, we it's kind of like our state of the school address, and I like to spend some of the time during our general parent meeting outlining some of the goals for the school year. And this year with distance learning, the goals are at one hand very simple, and on the other met with some complex and critical problem solving that has to happen. The simple way to look at it is we want excellent teaching. We want our students to be connected, because we know both of those together will equal our students learning at high levels. Where that starts getting complex is, what does that look like when you're talking about distance learning? In terms of excellent teaching, we're still keeping our embedded academy period during the school day. And this is a look at targeted intervention for our students who need it. We know that not all students learn at the same time, rate, or manner as other students. And while we firmly believe that all students can learn at high levels, students need different levels of support. And this period, this academy period, really allows for that targeted intervention and support for our students, whether that's just extra time to meet with a teacher and hear something explained in a different way, or maybe that's going through some test corrections and learning where those mistakes were made so that they can come back and do it right at a later time. But that's what we mean when we talk about intervention. We want to keep our high caliber curriculum and engagement for our students. And we know that curriculum needs to be continued to be evaluated for its relevancy and its relatability to our students, which is what we're currently doing, along with our equity initiatives of how we need to adjust curriculum that it reflects our student body and helps them to be prepared for life after Akulanis. Effective collaboration among teams here at Akulanis, both subject level teams and school-wide teams for our students. And that helps in the alignment of that curriculum and in the development of the implementation, both for the teaching and the assessments. Continued effective staff development for our teachers. Thank you, Akulanis Parents Club, who provides a significant amount of funding to that ongoing staff development and professional development. And then this year, the introduction of Canvas, which is our learning management system that our students will access both their synchronous Zoom links and lessons and notes, as well as the asynchronous lessons, both the videos and content, all through Canvas, our new learning management system. In terms of student connection, we have now introduced what we call our cohort period, and that is on Mondays from 9 to 9:45. It's different than the academy periods that happen on Wednesdays and Fridays at 9 o'clock in that the cohort operates more like a homeroom. I really went into detail and depth about the difference between cohort and academy at our recent Dawn's Dialogue. That video is on this YouTube page that you are on. It's on my YouTube page, so you can learn more about that by watching that. But our cohort is an opportunity for our students to have the same group of students in one cohort that they can connect and build rapport with, along with a teacher facilitator who's not only implementing important curriculum, but also connecting with our students. Equity and inclusion plays a huge role in our students feeling connected to each other and to the campus. We talked a little bit about that already tonight from the parent perspective with our DEI parent committee that falls under Akulanis Parents Club. But we know that we need to do better to support all of our students and help create a more inclusive environment on our campus. Our Wellness Center is a huge resource for our students, connecting them on our campus. We have some very intentional and excellent programming for our student activities that I'll share more about in just a minute. And then online content, both through social media and through our learning management system online to help students connect to each other and connect to our campus, the home of the Dons. And we know that together will help our students and ensure that our students will learn at high levels. And really, this is whether we're on distance learning, able to come back in person, or have a hybrid of that experience. We are committed to seeing our students learn at high levels, and this is all in partnership with you at home, the parent at home. In terms of some student activities and updates, I'm not going to read this whole slide, but it's here for you. This is, we have a really incredible leadership teacher who actually has a whole period devoted to culture, climate, equity, and inclusion on our campus, and that's Catherine Walton. She wanted me to share this with you tonight that just gives you a look at some of the events that students can get excited for and that you can be excited for your child to experience, including this Friday, our first virtual rally, which will happen tomorrow night. So you can log on and watch that together as a family. And then including things from speaker series to class bonding events to getting involved in clubs and our club day that's going to happen, and continuing to look at how can we impact the community around us. Additionally, if you purchase an ASB card, that does help fund all of these events that happen, and gets you some pretty incredible discounts at some local Lafayette restaurants and businesses around town. So check out the leadership page on our website to learn more about that. As we close here, I just want to encourage that this is a partnership. We see a partnership with you at home and us at school in order to see the success of all of our students. At the end of every video that you watch of your child's teachers tonight, there will be contact information, and we encourage you to contact the teachers if you have questions or you want them to know something specific about your child. The teachers were bummed that they too couldn't be here in person tonight and meet their students' parents, so they want to hear from you, so please reach out. I encourage all of you to create an account in Canvas. The directions are on our website, and this will allow you to be an observer in your child's Canvas account so that you can see the assignments, the grades that they have, but also the lessons that the students are going through. And then also want to encourage you to consider how you're setting up that space at home to support your students in creating that routine and that schedule. I got a great email from a parent just a couple days ago who was wanting me to encourage students to make sure that they take breaks and move throughout their synchronous and asynchronous lessons, as well as blue light lenses can be really helpful, and then to continue to eat healthy. So just want to encourage that partnership at home as well. And to stay connected. If you walk away from tonight with one thing outside of the excitement from getting to meet some of your or your students, your child's teachers, it would be to stay connected. You can sign up for our newsletters online. Our parent orgs also share that they have newsletters that come out as well. I would encourage you to sign up and get those newsletters. We have a daily dawn, that's our daily bulletin that should be arriving in your inbox every morning between 3 and 5 a.m. So that the first thing that you see when you check your inbox in the morning is announcements from the school. I know that's what you're looking for most in your inbox, as well as the schedule for the day, principal's message coming from me, communications from the school, and then from our partner organizations. I encourage you to attend. It's virtual now. You don't even have to get out of your pajamas. You can just sit in bed with your coffee and watch our Dawn's Dialogues that happen once a month. And those dates are published on our website and through Akulanis Parents Club. And then, and you're on my YouTube page. Everything that we do as a webinar style or Zoom format, we try to record, and then we post that on my YouTube page so that you can access and watch it when you're able to. I know, for example, tonight's the last night of the Democratic Convention, and so some people are watching that, but we want to make sure that they're able to access these videos at a later time. I thank you again so much for your continued support of our school, and we know together we're going to see our students succeed. So with that, I've run over, and I feel glad that it's an asynchronous learning tonight for you. So you're actually not going to be tardy to your child's class, but attendance is taken through your engagement online. So make sure you, we're not really taking attendance, don't worry, but make sure you watch your child's teachers' videos and contact them and reach out. We're always here to answer any questions or support in whatever way we can. And with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. From me and all of our panelists here, again, thank you for joining in tonight. And as always, go Dons.
Go Dons.
All right, and we are not live anymore. So a huge thank you to all of you for being on tonight. Quite a wild experience.
Wild ride.
To do a live stream video.
Thank you. I just was getting texts saying, "Oh my God, this is the best back to school night ever."
Oh gosh.
I'm sitting in my kitchen with a cocktail.
I know, I'm getting the same messages here. This is great. Oh my God.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad, because I've definitely gotten some messages that are like, "Are you kidding me?"
The nice thing is too that you can watch it again, right? So that's really a nice thing. If you missed it, you can go on the YouTube and watch the whole thing and stop it and start it. So some good benefits.
I agree.
Yeah,
I absolutely
true.
agree. So
Great job.
Thanks, you
well,
guys.
thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
I do feel like we were able to fit more in not being in person.
Sure.
And I don't know if that's just like no transition or we actually started right at 6:30 or whatnot, but yeah.
Like the convention, no audience to interrupt and cheer.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate all you guys and your continued, engagement and support. You all get A's for your attendance tonight, so thank you.
Thank you.
Here.
Look at that. You bring your A game, Dan, every time.
If anyone needs any more A's, I've got a bunch in the shed. I'll send them.
Perfect. All right. Thank you all.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.